Hey everybody, this is Al with El Rey Collection, and I'm here to do another kind of mail day. Got some PSA returns here on an Express, Super Express. Got some little packages here and about. It's been kind of a epic week, epic I guess month really. This is my second mail day in October, so I don't know what you guys really want to know is what's inside the boxes. So let's some kind of semi-exciting things, some not so exciting things, but all good things for the PC actually. So here, this is actually a trade I did. Ironically, mine is just, I think it's like a 4 or 5. I don't know what happened to it. There's a Drogba mint. I mean, near mint 7. I know the other ones are going for, the higher grade ones are going for some good money now. I just had a lower grade one and just wanted to upgrade it. And that was a trade with Murray cards, I believe. So, hey, can't go totally wrong with a Drogba PSA 7. Those aren't the those aren't the most common, but they're gonna end up being a lot of those graded in times. I also like the Ronaldinho from that set as well. Really cool. So this is kind of a funny story. This is many of you guys know ML Collectibles and are from Sweden. He has great auctions. And he always has soccer, hockey. And I accidentally didn't pay attention and sent this to PWCC, and it got kind of held up there for a while because it's all raw stuff, and it took a while to get it, and then have them send it to me. So the whole thing was kind of a pain in the neck. But I think that this is actually a fun one to open because, the reality is you get a sense for, I and most people, we tend to show, really, high-end, cards, whether it's on the Discord or on Instagram or places like that. And, a huge part of my collection is just stuff that I like, low value things that just provides a lot of enjoyment, whether it's in players or player stickers that I don't have, or just things maybe that I want to upgrade because I don't have. I just, my copy isn't great, so you can see PWCC opened the package, and then at least I got it back. So hopefully everything is in here. Oh, let's see. Did PWCC just throw the cards in here with no protection? Wow, that's really disappointing. Again, thank God this is all low value stuff, but wow. Just thrown, no protection, no top loader. Wow, that's great customer service. Are you fucking kidding me? Excuse my language there. This is marked not for children anyway, but are you kidding me? So let's go. I think wasn't planning on having to do this, but I'll at least drop these guys in penny sleeves as I kind of go over them. Well, it's really disappointing. So here you've got Rosetta, Virginio Rosetta, an early Italian grade. If you guys haven't looked into him, please do. And this is from these 1930s unknown chocolate producers, but you'll see Orsi and Mesa and a bunch of guys. So this is Rosetta. It's like the focus isn't working fantastically well on that. I don't think this will fit in a top loader. But here's a Rivera. Really like, he's underrated as well. Really like his cards. And you can still get them really inexpensively from from Italy. Here's, I love these 74s. There's different versions of these. The ones from Italy are the more common, and then you had the ones from Sweden. And so I like them. And this is a Bergie or Birdie Vox. One of the epic players. I mean, I think we spent a lot of time talking about the the two superstars, Mueller here and Beckenbauer, but we don't really talk a lot about some of these supporting cast of those great German teams from the early and from the late 60s, early 70s. I think it's really disappointing that the collecting world hasn't gotten into Vox. Who else we've got? Sepp Meyer. And here's a Garincha from the same set. I mean, so you can see those. Here's a Dennis Law. Again, these are low value cards. Most of these cards are $20, $30 or even $5. Here's a nice Schaffino, Uruguayan, great. One of the main guys of the Uruguayan run of the 1950 World Cup Championship by Uruguay. So that's certainly fun. And a Panini sticker. He played over in Europe. Here you got another Rivera card. This is from this really nice 1962 issue. You guys may remember the Pele, so that's good. Here's a Mesa. This is later, right? Obviously, this is not career, so these aren't very valuable. He's in a number of 1960s Panini issues where they talk about like all-time greats. I'm still in shock that PWCC literally just threw these things in, and Anders would not have packaged it like that. For those of you who receive stuff from him, here's a beautiful second year Platini. Just love this one. It's not in great shape. It's removed, right? But it's actually probably my favorite visual of his and his early stickers, and it's really, really hard. In a way, I would generally say this one's a little bit more rare than his other stickers, his rookie sticker from a year before. And then here's this where it's like a reprint of the Ronaldo. This is the way reprint should be done, right? Where you can clearly see it's different, and this is from the 98-99. So already, he's a legendary player, and they're reprinting his rookie card 4 years later, which I kind of think is cool. So again, these aren't valuable. You're not going to break the bank, and you'll have a lot of fun putting this stuff together. And given the crazy shipping method, I'm surprised that these all still kind of held up pretty well. A lot of drip, that's good. And the last one in this package is the Dalgas from 78. So anyway, nothing super epic in here, but a lot of little fun guys, a lot of superstars, undervalued superstars, and if I had to guess, that's that whole group of all these amazing superstars, vintage stuff, is probably, I don't know, a couple $100 or something. Just not gonna break the bank, and you're gonna add a lot of great big names to your collection. Okay, so now let's get into these are going to be big names, right? They have to be on these types of orders, the Express and Super Express. I think Super Express now is $300 still, I think. And then I already jammed, at least I thought I did, so we could get to these easier, because last time it was such a pain to open. Oh, I was trying to open maybe ultimately this side. I got okay. So here we go on a PSA order. Let's see what order this is. Okay, this is the Super Express order. And so let's take these out. So the first card, I'll put them over here, is a Queagle. And so, you know, this Queagle has routinely been one of the, you know, most, oh, what happened here? Sorry, guys. Has been, you know, one of the most sought after cards, as many people have mentioned in the past. It is most likely not from 1958. So, but this is probably one of the more beautiful cards. The design is amazing. The set is amazing with all the different colors. This particular one has a little bit of paper loss here when it was removed from the album. Still, it grades a 1.5, and it has amazing clarity. Sometimes you're going to see this particular one off center, and so it'll be foggy, or, you know, you just may not have a clear image. So I tend to focus on the ones that have a really clear image, and as much as possible, the back is not, you know, totally destroyed in these low grade copies. So I'm just noticing they actually put this in a sleeve, which I don't think they normally do. So, unfortunately, even had an upcharge on this one, even in a 1.5. So, you know, in the end, it is what it is. With those cards, the next one, actually, this is much more, you know, common one, is the Aquarella. You know, and now I'm kind of noticing that I don't think this crease was on it when I sent it in. So I'm gonna have to go back and double check this, but it looks like there's a little bit of a hairline crease, or is this Newton's rings? Oh, this may be Newton's rings. Oh man, yeah. I think there's some Newton's rings here on the front, which isn't a great look, to be honest with you. But anyway, obviously this is one of his preferred rookie cards now. I think we're going to end up seeing this as the most common of his rookie cards. These albums just seem to come out of everywhere in Brazil. I'm not exactly sure how they were distributed, but they seem incredibly common, you know, on a relative basis. This isn't a modern card, right? But I wouldn't be surprised if the pops end up higher than 500, you know, 700 on this one. That said, it's an amazing image. Just also be careful. There's a 1974 reprint that looks substantially similar to that, but that'll have writing down the back side here. So don't ever get confused or let someone scam you on this. This is the 1958. Comes in two versions, the black and the blue. I don't really have a strong preference on either one. Some people say that the black is the first version and the blue is the second version. Therefore, the black is more you know, desired. I don't know. I'm going to stay away from things that I don't know, and that's one that I don't know. I can't either guarantee that or deny it, and the fact of the small number 10 on the back, whether it's in black or blue, doesn't matter a ton to me. So anyway, here's the Aquarella. I guess we can put him here. Here. And then a card you don't see typically every day is the Titulares, and this is the 86. And for those of you who follow me on Instagram, I had a long write-up on the 3 different versions of this card. There's a version where there's no overprint signature, and there's a version with no star as well. And we're not exactly sure what happens. I talk about my philosophy about why this could have happened if it is tied to a redemption. But in the end, these 86s, much more so than the 50s, are, when I say 86, I'm talking about the card number. The 50 is much more common than the 86. So keep that in mind. If you've seen 86, they're just much scarcer, and they're way more scarce when you take into account that there are 3 versions of the 86. So there's one version of the 50, and there's 3 versions of the 86. So here's an 86. Haven't seen one of these graded in a while. I have some other ones as well of the 86s. So I think I'll put these here for us to kind of watch. Hopefully you guys can see this. So this is obviously a Pele Super Express order of cards that I had acquired over basically the last year, I think, that I thought was nice. I actually expected the Aquarella to do much, much better. Okay, so here's an express order that came in as well. So, interesting. They packed it like this. I'm just opening it differently. Okay. So this should be 4 cards. And again, they're putting them in sleeves. Nice. Thank you, PSA. I don't think that they had done that before. Maybe that's a new thing. Or if you pay $150 to grade a card, we'll include a free sleeve. Okay. This one, I think some of you guys that follow me and know my collecting style over the years may recognize this card. This is the 1963 Eusebio Panini. This is his first Panini sticker. And what makes this particular one really interesting is the yellow nameplate. The yellow nameplate is exceedingly rare out in the market. In fact, I still ask people in Portugal all the time, why does this one exist? So regularly you'll have the blue one on the bottom, which I think is also an amazing sticker, and that'll come in the regular version and the Valida back. And these yellow ones also will come with a yellow nameplate, and with a Valida back. And I don't have a yellow Valida back. But obviously I'd like to acquire one. If somebody's watching this and would like to complete the Eusebio 1963 Panini for the El Rey collection, please reach out to me so that we can make a deal, because I think this one's beautiful. Look at how nice these talking about this particular sticker now, how nice these corners are. A little bit of Newton's rings now I'm noticing in through here, which isn't a ton of fun. A 3 on this, I'm happy. I kind of expected that to be, I probably expected a 2.5 to 3, and I had, slight hopes of maybe a 4, but I'll take the 3. And I think this 86, actually back on the grades, this 86 Pele, I kind of expected would grade a 4, but it didn't. It graded a 2, so they may have seen some minute paper loss in the back, which to me looks like crystal clear, completely never stuck. So, I stopped wondering sometimes, but not very good on my grades relative to expectations right now. The next card is a kind of an epic card. Really, this one is the 1963 Felice Garincha rookie sticker. I think there's only a few of these out there, and this is just epic. I mean, it belongs on the Epic Cardboard channel. I think it's the most important out of all of these cards. To me, blows away all of these Pelés. That's my personal belief, and it is again 1953. A lot of people think the 1955 Vecchi, which I think is an amazing sticker, super important for the hobby, beautiful with the blue, is his first. It's not. There's this one, and then there's another one from 1953 as well. And the back is a blank back. There must have been some small paper loss or indentation here on the back. But as far as this sticker goes, it's just an important, super important sticker. And to me, is very, very important for the hobby. Another one of similar ilk, which is hard to find, is this Zika sticker. This is his rookie sticker, and this particular one was removed, and I'd say removed badly. You can see it's got some remnants of paper, and there's some thin spots on here. But with this type of rare sticker, my general philosophy is beggars can't be choosers, and I'm a beggar here. This is my only one. I'd love to find another one, but for now, this is going into the El Rey collection as a placeholder, and one that I'm just happy to have any copy of. And that's generally my collecting style. Let's get a sticker, and then, you know, if the chance presents itself to upgrade that sticker later, that's exactly what we'll do. And then the last one in this express order, which I guess I can move these around a bit, is the 1963 Sadria Collection. This is, a lot of people call this the Flashes de Football. I don't know why my camera just doesn't seem to be so tight today in terms of the... But this comes back at PSA 5, which is really high grade for this issue. It was never stuck. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful card. I think this may be one of my top cards from the 1960s of Pele. It's just shockingly beautiful. And this particular copy is in amazing shape. So those are some returns from PSA. Obviously, pretty big deal. I was waiting a number of months to put together some really nice stickers and cards to get graded, and I did. Now I've got this other box from DHL, which I will try to open here. Let's put this here. And then here on the bottom is something that, I mean, most people have probably seen this if you follow my stuff. I'll kind of show this and then get it off the scene. Here's what typically people call the Gazette, right? And what makes this album cover, because that's what it is. It's not a card. It wasn't meant to be a sticker. Here, let me move this album cover right here. It's an LP, and so, you know, some people will say, okay, gosh, that must be super rare. It's only rare because PSA hasn't graded so many. I mean, this one is basically saying, you can see, I think it says there's 407,000 of these records that were made. So calling this rare would not be a fair thing, I don't think, right? So, but here you can get, I mean, you can, on the cover, this is what people traditionally cut out. They either cut out just the Pele, or they cut out the Pele Garincha double. And so this is, you know, kind of a thicker cardboard material than what most of the stickers are of the day. And then you just hand cut this, and PSA will grade it. Should they grade it? You know, I don't think so, honestly. And this actually, as itself, as a present, you know, as something that would present itself, you know, like in a frame, this is just beautiful, right? It is from 1958. It's technically a rookie. Should PSA grade this? I'm gonna say no, but that's one man's opinion. You know, I know a lot of people don't like the record, the Swedish record that has Garincha and Pele on it, but for me, I really like. I don't say I really like that one. I prefer that one to this because that was actually meant to be cut out. If you look at the back, it's meant to be cut out. It's part of a larger set. The fact that it's on the cover, some people don't like. That doesn't bother me so much because it was the intention of the manufacturer that you cut that thing out, and that you would, you know, do your collection, you know, that way through all of the covers. There was nothing unique. The case of this Gazette, which I'm still have very mixed feelings of calling this the editor, the Gazette Esportiva, but whatever. You know, it wasn't the intention. This is to house a record. Here, for those of you who you know, so I know sometimes there's some language issues, but when I say record, I literally mean a record, an LP, right? So it's literally holding something. So I just don't feel like that was ever intended to be cut, and to me it matters. It may not matter to you, in which case fine, go ahead and get it. What I will say is that I love these two images, and these are the same images that are used on a super awesome collectible, which are the 1958 Americanas. Those are special, and they were stickers, and they have backs that have the Americana stamped on them. So anyway, this, I'm going to get this off the stage now because it takes up the whole stage. So following up on that, we have a few other stickers, which these are basically from the 1960s. Well, not all of them. Okay, so these are the 1960 Balas. We've got Didi, Garincha, Cafu, right? And we've got Pele and Nilton Santos. So these are, this set in terms of beauty is probably the one that I would even put ahead of the Queagle. I find this set to be amazing. This also uses the same image. This Pele uses the same image that's used on the Titulares number 50. So you'll see those, and hopefully I know you can't see them as well as maybe you'd like. I need to cut this off, but I won't make the video go on extra long just to see you, just to have you see me cut it out. At least all of these. I'll see if I can get one done quickly here. Oh, I guess not. Oh, by the way, yeah, so look how clean the backs are. Hopefully you can see that, which is really hard to do. Really, really hard to get these cards with nice backs. And, I find these cards to be special. So, anyway, I'll unwrap these later. And, I think there's a little bit of everything, right? These kind of low-value stuff, some pre-modern, some what I call epic, really, really important vintage cards, Pele rookies, beautiful Eusebio 63, completely underrated, massive card for the hobby in my opinion. This 53 Garincha, a beat up Zico, but it is what it is, and one of my favorites from the 1960s in really high grade. So anyway, that was my mail coming in this week. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Tell me what your favorites are in the comments, and let me know if you think if you happen to have the Eusebio with the Balida back. Please let me know. Looking to fill out the collection. Thanks, guys. Bye.